Busyness Newsletter Part 4. Second quarter. Summer newsletter. All right, my name's Tyler Helfrich, and I'm going to read off this piece of paper. This segment is about Black Lives Matter and George Floyd event. All right, before I read this, don't let your emotions overtake whatever I'm going to say. I'm sorry if you get offended, but I have the right to say the words. We must remember who the enemy is. Right now, it is us versus each other. It is red versus blue, when it should be the people versus the government. The gov that is supposed to be for the people. We must hate each other less and the elites more. We must not defund the police. We must demand the police to force the politicians to change our laws. What do we want? I think we should want term limits for every office. And much more than that, I'm not studied on or currently focused enough to write about. I'm not connected enough to relay what the people truly want as our society. So what does this mean for democracy? Those who stand for nothing fall for anything. Alexander Hamilton. And so I continue with an unpopular opinion. Not every person, but it seems like most people who are left or blue are like that quote from Hamilton. Sorry. Look, I'm not happy about the DNC because they yet again screwed over democracy. How can the DNC get away with this? Simple. Their followers obey instead of critically think. Sure, the orange man is very bad. And the orange man and his red team worse than the Democratic Party that doesn't allow their citizens to choose their leader? The blue team uses sexual harassment and abuse while it is happening on the other team. But when it happens on their own team, they look the other way. This is bonkers to me, as you can tell. Before March 3rd, Super Tuesday, and when C-19 really took off in the USA, it was all about watching every little bit of media that was anti-Trump. I loved it. I was eating it up. I was so excited about everything happening, and me being a Bernie supporter, it was a great time because he was doing so well, and that was looking like he was going to be the nominee. To the people who are supporting Biden to remove Trump, I am sorry. I love many, many, many of you, but shame on you. We are in the streets protesting against the police and for BLM, but we are not in the streets protesting against these tyrants. Even worse is that most of the money that goes to BLM is being funneled from them to the Democratic Party. That is psycho. Just because you're black does not mean you owe your vote to them. Fuck Joe Biden for saying, if you don't vote black, if you don't vote Democrat, you ain't black. Fuck that. That shit is appalling. I am so upset at these cronies more than I'm mad at Trump. So off the topic here, this is the same, this is more intense feelings than 2016, but this is the same shit I was feeling in 2016. The DNC fucked over Bernie, and it was Hillary, super crook, against Trump, outsider. And I was like, fuck Hillary. I'd rather have Trump. It's not like I want Trump. I didn't vote for Trump. And it's the same in 2020. Fuck crook Biden. I don't want Trump. And I'm not going to vote for him. I'm going to vote for Kanye. I don't give a shit. I mean, actually, I do give a shit, as you might be able to tell. Okay. Let's see how I can group these next ones. All right, I'm just going to go for it. 5 minutes in this video. This next one is titled MSM and Gov, Mainstream Media and Government. I really do believe that Dr. Fauci, CDC, Surgeon General, Dems, WHO, and China are more responsible for C-19 spreading in the USA than Trump. How is Dr. Fauci still the leader on this? He botched the HIV thing and he's botching this now. CDC and company said masks aren't important in the early days, which they damn well know that's bullshit. Surgeon General is black and he is still racist by saying, do it for pop, etc. It is really quite sickening. Pelosi going out in San Francisco Chinatown saying it's okay to go out when she knew just as much as Trump that it wasn't okay. The WHO is really a bunch of phonies once you take a closer look into the organization. And I'm sure Communist China, who failed to warn the world before it was too late, are too. I am sure all these people have been vaccinated already for the virus. If it really spreads the way they say, they should be infected like the rest of us. But I'm sure they're safe because they're in on the game. My evidence is, look at the way they act and talk. Fauci saying you need eye protection too? Now? Months after? Really? Joe Biden saying he's not going to die? He's going to be fine? Really? Well, where has your eye and face protection been? And Bricks saying to wear a mask in your own home? Get the fuck out of here. We should soon bring the old world back and send them first to the gallows with this propaganda. Now, I'm not saying Trump is any better, but I've cheered for the underdog my whole life and recognized Trump is fighting an uphill war, and he has actually been winning sensible battles, but MSM won't let you know that. He will forever be the bad orange man. Now, those of you voting for Joe Biden, you don't think that is basically allowing pedophilia and sexual abuse to be okay? Nobody says they need Joe Biden. Everybody is saying fuck Trump, and I've said it too. But think about the primaries. No one was enthusiastic about Biden, yet here he is. Pete B was more popular than him, yet Biden is the pick? Kamala dropped before Super Tuesday? Even before? Long before Super Tuesday? Yet she is the vice president pick? What does this mean for democracy? The choice of information has always been yours. Free thought is a philosophical viewpoint which holds that positions regarding truth should be formed on the basis of logic, reason, empiricism, I don't know how to say that, rather than authority, tradition, revelation, or dogma. This is information warfare. My next video, part 5, will be on ending private banking, classism, and the technocracy.